With the very latest where you are now, it's the ITV News.
Good evening. Now the headlines in London. And a man has been arrested on suspicion of murder after a body was found in Erith. 46-year-old Dwayne Denny was reported missing from his home in Reading almost a month ago. His body was found by police on Wednesday. Officers have arrested a 47-year-old man who remains in custody. A man has been jailed for more than 6 years after posting a video of himself with a knife at a nightclub in Enfield. Police were alerted to Snapchat videos of Abel Boafo, where he recorded himself waving a knife around the venue. When officers later raided his home, they found a large amount of Class A drugs. Some famous faces have been taking on a charity swim at the Serpentine this morning to raise money for children living with cancer. Actress Minnie Driver and Olympic gold medalist Linford Christie joined hundreds of other swimmers. Former sprinter Linford, who started open water swimming recently, has been training at a lake in Chertsey in preparation.
You've got to, do your bit to try and help those less fortunate than yourself, I think so. And also, they always say you couldn't teach an old dog new tricks, and I've only just learned to swim maybe a couple of years ago. And so there's a lot of people out there who most probably think that they can't do it. A lot of black people think, oh, yeah, we can't swim. And so therefore, by me learning how to do it and doing it, I suppose properly, then it gives them hope.
Now, for the first time since the pandemic, West End Live is back. The event hosts some of London's most popular musicals, from long-running shows like Phantom of the Opera to Tony Award-winning musicals like Hamilton. Eager fans took to Trafalgar Square to catch a glimpse of the performers. Anna Geary has more.
Thousands of theatre fans packed into central London to watch performances from almost 50 West End shows. The annual free event has been held here for a decade. Pausing last year in the pandemic, audiences came from all over the country to see snippets of their favourite musicals.
Wicked. We can see Wicked over and over again, so it's fine. Yeah.
It's definitely worth the 4 a.m. start. 4 a.m.
Where did you come from? Wolverhampton. And the actors were equally happy to strut their stuff on stage. The Prince of Egypt reopened in July. This pair, who played the lead roles, are glad to be back amongst friends.
There's a lot of unsung, heroes in our show, and a lot of those people work backstage as well as on stage because it's a huge production.
But at the same time, it's like seeing faces and reactions back at you again. That is, it's phenomenal. It's like there's nothing like live theatre.
And getting people interested in shows they hadn't necessarily thought of seeing was the aim of the game.
This is our chance to celebrate those shows that are returning, the new shows that are coming. We've just had Andrew Lloyd Webber's Cinderella.
And of course it's great to remind people about everything that's so fantastic about theatre and shows, and encourage people to come back, to remind them that the theatres, which have been closed for so long, tragically, are now back open for business.
And whilst they boost that business with less international tourism, this week many West End theatres revealed they are scaling back weekday performances in favour of Sunday matinees. A shake-up of scheduling to win back audiences, which starts tomorrow here for a second day of West End Live. Anna Geary, ITV News, Trafalgar Square.
Let's take a look at the Premier League now.
For the love of the game. eBay sponsors ITV Regional Sports Reports.
Ivan Toney scored an early penalty in Brentford's away game against Wolverhampton. Toney then turned provider from Brian Mbumo for a brilliant second goal. Elsewhere, it was a 1-0 win for Arsenal, 3-0 to Liverpool against Crystal Palace, and Watford beat Norwich City 3-1. Now, works from street artist Banksy have gone on display at Christie's for an auction running until Thursday. One of the most famous artworks, Girl with a Balloon, is included and is expected to fetch around £1 million. The sale also features some of the artist's best-known screen prints. Here's weather with Chris.
Great Western Railway sponsors the ITV London weekend weather.
Hello there. Very good afternoon to you. There's been some welcome sunshine across the capital today, but I love this photo sent in from one of our viewers in Bushy Park this morning. A little bit of mist and fog around, a fantastic stag there in the foreground. But we've seen some sunshine today, although the story is set to change through tomorrow. We've got this weather front out across western parts of the British Isles, which will gradually track its way eastwards, become slow moving by tomorrow afternoon, bringing some torrential heavy rain at times, with some thunderstorms mixed in there as well. Either side of the rain, though, it will be fairly dry. Now, through the rest of this evening and overnight, we've had 1 or 2 showers through this afternoon. They're fading away to leave us with a largely dry night to come, partly cloudy skies by dawn, and temperatures generally holding up around 14 to 15 degrees. It means that we start tomorrow on Sunday, some bright spells through the morning, but remember that weather front we spoke about, now starting to fringe its way in from the west. The Met Office have a yellow weather warning out from midday, and through the day, where we do see this weather front turning slow moving, we could see maybe up to over an inch of rainfall in places. Top temperatures 20 to 21 degrees Celsius. Still fairly unsettled though into the start of next week. Bye-bye.
Great Western Railway sponsors the ITV London weekend weather.
That's all from the London scene for now. We'll be back tomorrow at 10 to 7. Until then, bye-bye.